In question number 28, we are given the sum of two numbers is 6 times their geometric mean. Show that the numbers are in ratio 3 plus 2 under root 2 is to 3 minus 2 under root 2. So let A and B are the numbers. Let A and B are the numbers. We know that geometric mean between these two numbers is equal to under root A into B. So according to question, sum of two numbers is 6 times their GM. So according to question, sum of number is equal to 6 times their GM. 6 into under root AB. So AB, A plus B upon 2 under root AB is equal to 3 by 1. We have splitted 6 into 2 into 3. So 3 we have put here in numerator and 2 under root AB we have taken as denominator to the left hand side to get the required result. Now we will apply componendo and dividendo. So we'll write applying componendo and dividendo. We have A plus B plus 2 under root AB and A plus B minus 2 under root AB is equal to 3 plus 1 upon 3 minus 1. Now A and B can be written as under root A square plus under root B square plus 2 under root AB. Similarly, denominator can also be written as under root A square plus under root B square plus minus 2 under root AB is equal to 4 by 2. Now left hand side will be written as under root A plus under root B whole square and then under root A minus under root B whole square is equal to 4 by 2. Now 4 by 2 means 2 by 1. Now it can be combinedly written as under root A plus under root B upon under root A minus under root B whole square is equal to 2 by 1, or taking square power 2 to other side, it will become under root A plus under root B upon under root A minus under root B is equal to under root 2 upon under root 1, which is equal to 1. Now in next step again we will apply componendo and dividendo. Componendo and dividendo. When we will again apply componendo and dividendo, it will become under root A plus B. We have A under root A plus B, and then we have, when applied componendo and dividendo, it will become plus under root A minus under root B, and here we have under root A minus under root B minus under root A minus under root B is equal to under root 2 plus 1 upon under root 2 minus 1. The same which is number which is in the numerator will be written like this, under root 2 plus 1 and then minus 1, as we have done in left hand side also. Now on simplifying, what we will get, 2 under root A, under root B and minus under root B will cancel. So we are left with under root 2A and in denominator we are left with under root 2 under root b, and under root a will be cancelled with minus under root a. Now next step we will cancel this 2. Now we are left with under root a upon b is equal to under root 2 plus 1 upon under root 2 minus 1. Now we will square both the sides. Squaring both sides, we will get a upon b, under root will be cancelled with square, and we are left with under root 2 plus 1 whole square, then under root 2 minus 1 whole square. On solving the square, we will get 2 plus 1 plus 2 under root 2 and 2 plus 1 minus 2 under root 2. It will become a upon b is equal to 3 plus 2 under root 2 and 3 minus 2 under root 2. A upon b will become 3 plus 2 under root 2 and 3 minus 2 under root 2. So hence we get the required result, that is ratio of a and b is 2 plus under root 3 under root 2 plus under root 2 is to 3 minus 2 under root 2. Dear students, question number 29 from exercise 9.3. In question number 29, we are given a and g be the am and gm respectively between two positive numbers. We have to prove that the numbers are a plus minus under root a plus g into a minus g. So let a and b are two numbers, and we have to prove that we need to prove that the numbers are a plus minus under root a plus g and a minus g. Now let a is equal to a plus, according to question we have to find that a is a plus g, a minus g, and b is a minus plus g and a minus g. Now we know that arithmetic mean, now am, that is arithmetic mean, is equal to between two numbers a and b is a plus b by 2, and gm, geometric mean, is under root a upon a into b. Now we will solve this a plus minus under root a plus g into a minus g, which is equal to a plus minus a square minus g square. So we will put the value of a in all the places where we have a and g also. So it will become a, we have a is a plus b by 2, then plus minus under root a plus b by 2 whole square minus under root ab whole square. So square and under root will cancel. We are left with a plus b by 2 outside the bracket plus minus under root. It will become a plus b whole square minus ab upon 4. So we will take the LCM. So it will become a plus b by 2 plus minus under root a plus b whole square will be equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab minus ab, and here we have 4. Now again simplifying, we will get a plus b plus minus a square plus b square plus 2ab minus 4ab, taking LCM. Now a square plus b square minus 2ab, it will become a plus b by 2 plus minus under root 4 is 2, and here we have under root a square plus b square minus 2ab, now which is equal to a plus b, a square plus b square minus 2ab by 2 is equal to a plus b by 2 plus minus a minus b whole square. So square and under root will be cancelled. We are left with a plus b by 2 plus minus a minus b by 2. Now taking positive values and negative values separately, we will get, taking positive values, we will have a plus b by 2 plus a minus b by 2, taking LCM, it will become a plus b plus a minus b by 2. So b and minus b cancel, 2a by 2, it will become a, and then taking negative values, we have a plus b by 2 minus a minus b by 2. So it will become a plus b by 2 minus a plus b by 2. So then we have a plus b minus a plus b, taking LCM. So b and so here a and a will be cancelled. A and minus a will be cancelled. We are left with 2b by 2. So it will become b. So it means a plus minus a plus g, a minus g under root is equal to a and b, which we have to prove that this is the GM and AM between two numbers, that is a and b. Now question number 30. In question number 30, we are given the number of bacteria in a certain culture doubles every hour. If there were 30 bacteria present in the culture originally, how many bacteria will be present at the end of second hour, fourth hour and nth hour? So we will write existing bacteria after first hour, then we have after first hour, then after second hour, after third hour. Now after in first hour, bacteria will be 30, then 30 into 2 is 60, then 60 into 2, because it doubles every hour, so it is 120, so and so on. So we have, therefore GP will be 30, 60, 120 and up to n terms. So our sequence has become 30, 60, 120 and so on. So here we have first term A is equal to 30 and our common ratio is 60 upon 30, that is 2. Now we have to prove that we have to find the bacteria present after 2 hours. So we will find A, and we know AN is equal to A R n minus 1. So after 2 hours, bacteria will be A R after 2 hours, so it will be 2 raised to power 3 minus 1. Because we have R is 2 and A is 30. So 30, R is 2 and after 2 R means 3 minus 1. So means third term. So it will become 120. Then we have to find the bacteria after 4 hours. So after 4 hours means AR 5 minus 1. So it will become 32 raised to power 4. So it will become 480, and then after n hours we have to find the bacteria after n hours. So nth term of GP is AR n minus 1, and we will add plus 1 also because we have to find the bacteria after nth R means n plus 1th term. So it will become A R n plus n minus 1 plus 1th term. So it will become A R n. So A is 30, R is 2 raised to power n. So it will be written as 30 into 2 raised to power n. So bacteria after nth R will be 30 into 2 raised to power n. Now question number 31. In question number 31 we are given, in the question number 31 we are given what will be rupees 500 amounts in 10 years after its deposit in a bank which pays annual interest rate of 10% compounded annually. We will use here the formula. We will use formula for finding amount, that is A is equal to P 1 plus R upon 100 T. T here is time. So here principal is 500. Our rate of interest is 10% and time is 10 years, and we have to find the amount. So we will put the value here. So it will become A is equal to 500, 1 plus 10 upon 100 raised to power 10. So taking LCM, it will become 500, 100 plus 10 upon 100 raised to power 10. It will be 500, 110 upon 100 raised to power 10. So 0 and 0 will be cancelled. We are left with 500 into 1.1 raised to power 10. So therefore amount will be 500 1.1 raised to power 10. Rupees 500 into 1.1 raised to power 10. Now question number 32. In question number 32, we are given that in the statement of question number 32, we are given if AM and GM of roots of a quadratic equation. We are given AM and GM of roots of quadratic equation are 8 and 5 respectively. Then obtain the quadratic equation. We have to find the quadratic equation. And we are given AM and GM of quadratic equation as 8 and are the roots of this quadratic equation. So we will write, if we are given alpha and beta if alpha, let alpha and beta are roots of quadratic equation. So we know that x square minus sum of roots into x plus product of roots is equal to 0. Now according to question, sum of root is alpha, beta, x plus product alpha plus beta, and then alpha into beta is equal to 0. Now we are given AM of two number is, we are given arithmetic mean of two number a plus b is by 2 is equal to 8, or you can say alpha plus beta by 2 is equal to 8. It means alpha plus beta is equal to 16. And GM is equal to under root AB, means under root alpha into beta is 5. Now squaring this side, both sides, we will get alpha into beta is equal to 25. Now we got the value of alpha plus beta and alpha into beta. So we will put here in the quadratic equation x square minus alpha plus beta is 16 and alpha into beta is 25. So it will become x square minus 16x plus 25 is equal to 0. Therefore required quadratic equation is x square minus 16x plus 25 is equal to 0. With this question, our exercise 9.3 is completed.